We run a crisis centre and medium-term accommodation for young people on the North Shore of Sydney. It's sad to say that in Sydney alone there are very close to 12,000 young people who are homeless on any one given night.
I didn't grow up in a very good environment. We often didn't have enough food or enough clothing, and I suffered a lot of emotional abuse from my mum, and then things started to get worse where I started to fear for my physical safety from her.
We try to do our best, but unfortunately we have limited resources, as indeed do most charity organisations throughout the state.
Like, the hardest things is when you're sitting in the park during the middle of the night and there's nowhere for you to go, so what I usually tended to do was just go get locked up and that. So made me depressed. Just sitting inside like a cell all day, not having anyone out there for you until you found some support.
Taldumande is a home. It's the home that they should have, but for one reason or another can't. Very many of the young people come to us, in fact, through no fault of their own whatsoever. When you have nowhere to go and no one to care for you, there's always somebody ready to use you, and I'm afraid that that's what happens to more kids than I care to think of.
I felt like I couldn't really connect with a lot of other young people. I felt like I couldn't really reach out to anyone, and just a lot of the time no one cared about me.
We have to face it, and we have to do what we can to help them. If we don't give them opportunities, they will inevitably fall between the cracks.
It was just too much for me to handle. I lost interest in school, lost interest in friends. I didn't want to do anything, and basically didn't want to live anymore. So it was a bit hard trying to go to and finish my HSC and living out of home, and as a result suffering from depression and going through ups and downs, highs and lows. And if I didn't have Taldumande, I can't even imagine where I'd be at the moment. I love you guys. You are my parents almost, and you've helped me through a lot, and it's safe to say you've saved my life.
Our aim really is to take them in, get them out, and make sure that they don't come back to us or to any other service, that we have given them the skills and given them the opportunities that they can go off and lead what we call a normal life.
Well, I'm back in contact with my brother and my mum, so I think they're probably the most important thing. My life's been really good ever since I got into Towdy. I got a job, looks like I'm going to get my Year 10, so things have turned around ever since I had the support.
I couldn't have done it without Taldumande, because they just support you in every single way that you need, just the smallest things to, just having a talk to you, finding you a dentist, or, giving you a home to live in.
It's to you, the community, that we look to support us in our work for helping these young people, these young homeless youth, towards a better life. And of course, it helps the community as a whole. The more young people that we can get into employment or back to school, or generally leading a structured and meaningful life, the better it is for the community as a whole. So I thank you for your help. I ask you to consider Taldumande Youth Services the next time you have the odd dollar to spare, and I'd like you to know that what you are doing is very, very valuable. Thank you.
Touch somebody. Reach out, So let's take away the silence.